The Flash is a student forum for students produced by students. Students make all content decisions, research, write, shoot, and broadcast news stories they deem important to the Eastview community. Stay tuned.
Hey Eastview, I'm Arkhya.
And I'm Sahiti, and welcome back to The Flash.
Today we have 3 great stories for you guys.
First, we'll be taking a look at a hidden gem in our Eastview staff.
Next, we'll be looking at the growth in women's sports.
And finally, we'll explore a recent event as an ode to Earth Day. Stay tuned for The Flash.
I want to go home.
Me too. Every time I walk through the front doors, I wish I could turn around.
But you know, I always see Michael at the front doors, and it makes me want to run away just a little less.
Michael Sheridan?
Mm-hmm. Shreya has the story.
Mayor.
Fun.
Electric.
Inspiring.
Presence.
These are just a couple of words that describe Michael Sheridan, the mayor of Eastview.
He definitely keeps students on their toes. I mean, he definitely makes my day 10 times better.
Brightens my day because he asks me questions, asking what day is, and gives me feedback on what he did.
He keeps me motivated just because he's in a good mood and good spirits all the time, even though he might have some health issues.
Hurler syndrome affects 1 in 100,000 birds. When Michael was 11 months old, he was diagnosed with Hurler syndrome.
Doctor told me what it was, and then they gave me this book to read that explained it, and a box of Kleenex, and they left the room. And basically the book said there's nothing you can do, there's no cure. He will die by the time he's 10.
This was not an easy journey for Michael or anyone around him.
I'm feeling good, and take my 30 years on my bone marrow transplant.
We get knocked down time and time again, and we just keep getting back up. And we find ways to laugh, and we find ways to have fun. And the alternative would be to not have them. We don't want that.
Yeah.
Michael survived 2 bone marrow transplants, 2 brain tumors, and none of it slowed him down, and is still here after defying all odds for over 30 years.
He just sort of brushes it off and says, all right, let's get the next thing done. And
I hope that people understand how unique of a person Michael is, and that they treat him with respect and the kindness that he deserves, because he's really special.
Go, Winnie. Sign up for the Flash. Get to Sheridan.
Wow, he's really inspiring.
You know what else was inspiring? The Timberwolves game this weekend. It was such a close game.
Arkhya, we won by 25 points.
Oh. Well, in my defense, all I've heard people talking about is Caitlin Clark.
Yeah, there's definitely been a growth in viewers in women's sports. Raavi has a story.
Women's sports have never been so popular, with at least 2 of the NCAA games becoming the most watched women's basketball games ever, with more viewers in the 2023 World Series or NBA Finals.
The past month, there's definitely been a big exposure with the whole Caitlin Clark NCAA women's basketball tournament.
People like me who are kind of diehard women's sports fans feel like it's a long time coming.
It's just exploded in popularity and in women being able to participate.
But it hasn't always been so easy to participate or even just watch women's sports.
My basketball team had 6 people playing, 2 forwards, 2 rovers, and 2 guards. Only 2 could run the length of the field. Apparently they thought the uterus would fall out. Girls couldn't run that far.
I go to watch, for example, like women's hockey, women's softball, and it won't be on TV, yet there'll be channels and channels and pages of men's sports. For example, there'll be men's soccer, there'll be men playing cornhole.
Owner of the first all-women's sports bar in the Midwest, Jillian Hiscock is a part of the effort to make change.
Like a lot of women's sports fans, throughout my life, I've had to go into bars and restaurants and ask them to change the channel to put on the game that I want to watch, the team that I want to watch, the athlete that I want to watch. And I just got really sick and tired of it, quite frankly, and wanted to go a place where I knew that women's sports were going to be prioritized, and it didn't exist. And so just started working on building it myself. But I also think it's just important to raise awareness that the level of product that these athletes are putting out there is absolutely incredible, and oftentimes people just don't know it because they've never been able to see it.
Signing off from The Flash with the help of Winnie, this is Raavi.
This is my calling to become a D1 athlete.
Arkhya, you scored 32 on the pacer test.
We should have ran outdoors. Mother Nature would have been on my side.
Speaking of Mother Nature, did you know it was Earth Day on Monday?
Yeah, I heard there were some cool events.
Deanna has the story.
This month, in honor of Earth Day, Eden Prairie highlighted an eco-expo featuring a variety of events. One of the many events includes meeting goats and beekeeping.
So having goats in the mitigation services come in to eliminate invasive species like buckthorn. Buckthorn chokes out everything native, from grasses to trees. You can see some really big oaks be taken out by buckthorn. That's what our goats help out with.
The bees are a good indicator species, so when we're having problems with them, we know that there's other problems. But if we are taking care of the bees, we have to take care of the environment as well with it. So if we don't have food for the bees, then we know that we don't have a good environment.
Not only can animals and the environment be involved, you can too.
Progression through technology, especially with Audi, is the distance you can go with the mileage along with zero emissions. In the future, when it comes to fully electric, we're trying to cut off all the emissions in general, so we can clear the pollution.
For the Riley Purgatory Bluff Creek Watershed District, it is a mouthful of a name. We are a local government, and our sole purpose is to protect our water resources. Everything's connected. It takes a whole community to get involved in clean water.
And to the person who made this event possible.
People are very concerned about the environment. They're not real clear on what they can do as individuals. And here at this show, you can learn a lot of things in terms of what you can do to contribute towards the solution.
So what is your role? Signing off from The Flash, this is Deanna with the help of Winnie.
I wish I went to see the baby goats. They were so cute.
Yeah, but we had more important things to do.
That's all we have for you today, Eastview.
Thank you for watching, and see you next week.
And stay tuned for the credits.
We are going to do a group sing today of one of my favorite songs. Please refer to these lyrics on the handout. I will pick the best voices and place you accordingly.
Turn around, every now and then I get a little bit lonely when
you never come around. Turn around, every now and then I get a little bit listen to the sound of my tears.
Turn around, every now and then I get a little bit nervous.
The best of all the years have gone by. Turn around, every now and then I get a little bit
terrified, and then I see the look in your eyes.
Turn around, bright eyes, every now and then I fall apart.
What an amazing soprano voice you have. I'm stunned. Maybe you should be Dorothy. Stoyan, sing me something so I can react to it. Okay.
Apart, and I need you.
Never be wrong.
Oh, Stoyan. Oh. Risto! Ah! Okay, Risto. Oh crap, now you gotta go through that whole thing again. Okay.